Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to BMT Business Minded Talk. I'm your host, BMT, coming at you again. And I'm definitely happy to be here. It's early in the morning. A lot of people should be clocking in at work. A lot of people should be shuffling through the day. If you already don't know, grab your coffee, grab your banana, grab you something healthy, and sit back because I'm about to go over and do the latest topics and news and trending things that you should be informed on to keep you busy throughout the everyday day. And I try to do it at my best and keep you informed. I think that's something I haven't been doing, but literally due to the change of the analytics, I haven't really been doing as my best. So I definitely want to get at that and actually start hitting on that. So we have a lot to go over. I have 3 topics that I just want to hit on. If you're coming on, then smash the like button. It's right down there below. Smash the like button. Hit the doggone subscribe or dislike if you feel like you want to. Share your complaints. Share your discomfort. If you want to get in contact with me, I'm going to tell you right now, the best way to get in contact with me is become a member of the BMT crew. Those literally are the people who have more access to me now. I am been getting pretty swamped with a lot of stuff now. And due to that, school's picking up as well as a lot of things are picking up in my life. I have to start minimizing the amount of energy that I put into a lot of things and have it more focused. So we're definitely going to have to talk. We want to talk about Michelle says kids question the DNC about school. Also, another thing is that California has now developed the 1900 plague. A plague that was back then in the 1900s is now in California. Like, people are testing positive for the plague. And also a special congratulations to the first lead openly bisexual character on a cartoon. So literally, history had already been made since yesterday with, I guess, the lead bisexual character on a cartoon. We've already seen that there's now a plague that is now coming out that is definitely starting to affect people. And we're also now dealing with Michelle Obama as well as the DNC. They are bringing up stuff, especially when it comes to that of dealing with, kids going back to school. And we don't mean just any old kid. Let's not be disingenuous. We're talking about people who are in school, from high school to college. And a lot of people are going to say, well, they're using them as a tactic. Well, everybody uses them. It's a political tactic to literally use the children to whatever need that you can. So let me go ahead, take a sip of my coffee. And let's get to it. While that's still going on. Okay, guys, let's get at it. So right now you have it going on where Michelle Obama says pandemic response has kids questioning what we truly value in DNC speech. And literally, I'm a parent myself. I can't lie to y'all. A lot of things have happened, especially with the school stimulus. A lot of single parents are going to have to possibly have to make some hard decisions on whether they want their kids to go back to school or whether they actually want to actually stay home and actually try to find a new type of job that is more convenient to actually helping them rear and raise their children while actually being able to keep them from catching COVID-19. COVID-19 is a very serious thing that's been happening. It has taken the many lives of many people and has affected a lot of people. I know some people say COVID-19 is fake until that actually a situation happens where that person gets sick and literally they have to start making choices. So we have to actually start being less disingenuous as well as not caring about people's feelings because people are being affected by this COVID-19. And this greatly has hurt a lot of people. So the fact that children are taking pictures of, hey, this is not a safe environment. Why are we pretending like people are not concerned, especially children, that this might be an issue? That would be very disingenuous because kids have the right, I believe, just like they have the right to speak about gun violence. I don't see why they should not be able to speak about their health and their safety if they get sick. So we have to definitely be very mindful towards that a lot of children, my children have already been pulled from school. They already have it mandated that literally kids don't have to wear a mask at school. That is very dangerous. That is very dangerous. So let's go ahead and get to it and looking at this. If y'all want me to play the video, let me know. Former First Lady Michelle Obama was one of the most anticipated speakers during the first night of the Democratic National Convention on Monday. The mother of two famously disliked politics, a point she brought up in her speech. But she still addressed several top of mind political issues right now, including the coronavirus, the economy, and Black Lives Matter, reflecting on the pandemic. Mind you, those are highlighted words. All right. So if we honestly want to pay attention to that, reflecting on the pandemic, Obama said kids in the country are seeing what happens when we stop requiring empathy of one another. They're looking around wondering if we've been lying to them this whole time about who we are and what we are truly value. She continued, they see people shouting in grocery stores, unwilling to wear a mask to keep us all safe. They see people calling the police on folks minding their own business just because of the color of their skin. And I got to be honest with you. This is true. We would be foolish to say that children aren't actually recognizing and seeing a lot of these things for what they are. They are starting to see the makeup of just how people are getting down. And we always like to play the notion that children don't understand, that they don't know what's going on, that they are pretty inconsistent. But that is very dangerously ignorant of the adults. We've been seeing that children are very much so being very aware of what's going on. And they literally are placating to that by actually speaking on that in their everyday lives. So we have to start asking the question, what are we doing and are we setting the proper example? Saying you're not going to wear a mask. So now we have it where businesses are saying that, well, guess what? Because you don't want to wear a mask, don't come in. Most schools these days, like college schools, they don't allow you in without a mask. They rather do online classes. So a lot of students, children, are definitely starting to take notice to how a lot of the older people or people who have lived their lives are not caring. It's pretty much of a selfishness that is going on. Say what you got to say, but she did bring up a valid point. People are starting to be very selfish about, not wanting to wear masks until it actually affects them. They see an entitlement that says only certain people belong here. That greed is good and winning is everything, because as long as you come out on top, it doesn't matter what happens to everyone else. And they see what happens when the lack of empathy is ginned up into outright disdain. They see our leaders labeling fellow citizens enemies of the state while emboldening torch-bearing white supremacists. They watch in horror as children are torn from their families and thrown into cages. Now, okay, now I'm seeing where she's bringing up the Dreamers as well as the North Carolina thing, where the guys were talking about the tearing of the statues and stuff, and that's where some people who empathize with certain fascist groups, they were doing that and they were emboldened to do that. I'll never forget that they were coming down there with the tiki torches and everything. I'm like, wow, y'all came down here in Dickies, polo shirts, and tiki torches. Boy, that's not some 1% stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to snag the video. Let me go ahead and snag the video first. So that way, if I go ahead and snag it, that way I feel like y'all could possibly... Hang on, let me go ahead. Nobody feels like hearing all of this. But I'm going to go ahead and snag the video. So that way, at least if I knock this out and I can actually have her play by play say what she has to say, I think that would be a more expeditious type of thing for you guys, don't you think? But I don't want to misconstrue her words, although I am going to break down a lot of stuff and call out things for what they are. All right. So if she's definitely off code, I would rather us just see it for what it is and call it out. If that makes any sense. Hang on. So let me go ahead and grab. Let me go ahead and grab this. I'm going to put some music up while I'm getting it ready. All right, y'all. So I got it all ready. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Again, if you're coming on in, like the video. Yeah, I got to hit it hard as I can. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this for you guys. And after that, I'm probably gonna go into doing the commercial. All right, there we go. So this is Michelle Obama. I think she has a lot to say. I'm not sure how much she has to say. She looks good. I will say that she looks really good. So I want to say that Michelle Obama looks pretty good. She's done good for herself. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people don't like her. That's your problem. I really don't have nothing too much against her. I mean, she lives her life. Okay, so here we go. A lot of people say, well, why didn't Michelle Obama show up? Like, Stop, dude. Like everybody's doing video. Who's that? I think that's Gail. Is that Gail? I can't tell anymore. That's Gail. I mean, she looked good in that dress. You look fabulous, Gail. You look good. Look better than me. And pull that off. You did that. All right. So let me go ahead. Let's go ahead and play it.
It's a hard time, and everyone's feeling it in different ways. And I know a lot of folks are reluctant to tune into a political convention right now or to politics in general. Believe me, I get that. But I am here tonight because I love this country with all my heart. And it pains me to see so many people hurting. I've met so many of you. I've heard your stories. And through you, I have seen this country's promise. And thanks to so many who came before me, thanks to their toil and sweat and blood, I've been able to live that promise myself. That's the story of America. All those folks who sacrificed and overcame so much in their own times because they wanted something more, something better for their kids. There's a lot of beauty in that story. There's a lot of pain in it too. A lot of struggle and injustice and work left to do. And who we choose as our president in this election will determine whether or not we honor that struggle and chip away at that injustice and keep alive the very possibility of finishing that work. I am one of a handful of people living today who have seen firsthand the immense weight and awesome power of the presidency. And let me once again tell you this: the job is hard. It requires clear-headed judgment, a mastery of complex and competing issues, a devotion to facts and history, a moral compass, and an ability to listen, and an abiding belief that each of the 330 million lives in this country has meaning and worth. A president's words have the power to move markets. They can start wars or broker peace. They can summon our better angels or awaken our worst instincts.
Now, if you would like to watch the rest of that, please go to the description below. I'm not about to hear everything Michelle has to say. Michelle, I love you, boo. I love you. I really do. But I'm not about to hear everything you got to say. I love you. But I definitely want to say to y'all guys, that's what Michelle thinks. Now, I understand she's doing her job. She's paid to say that. Much power to Michelle for saying that stuff. Now, what I would like to tell y'all is this. Upon all of that, I would definitely want to say that one, what you do here, this is why I say voting is important. Voting is definitely important. I don't have time to get on YouTube to keep on complaining about the stuff when literally people are worried about their kids getting sick, worried about the issues going on, worried about the set issues going on in the community, in the neighborhood. What affects the mass can very well affect you too. So her bringing up about this one right here is going to definitely make or break the nation. Especially whatever going to happen to a lot of people. Kristen. Oh, okay. That might be true. So we definitely got to be very mindful that if people want to actually support the DNC, that's on them. But I do know that right now that it's going to be pretty rough. We have seen a lot of racial stuff happen. We have watched a lot of the economic decline and failure of the system. And now, right now, they're trying to get kids to go back to school. We can't lie and say that children going to school is a big money maker. It is. Kids going to school is a big money maker. What's going on, Dan? So, We got to be very, very, very. My heart goes out to a lot of the college kids, high schoolers, or children that have to go out with parents that literally can't not afford or don't want to take it seriously. But literally, don't take that out on other parents. Don't take that out on other parents. Make sure your kid wears the mask. Make sure that they stay safe. Make sure that they actually are doing what they need to be doing. Now, let's get into the next one. Now, if y'all not have heard the big news, California literally, I'm trying to find a nice way to say it. California is just so disgusting, man. I don't know what to say of that state. Like, I mean, you must be gotta wear a trash bag or walk in a Ziploc bag to get around. California literally now has the plague. Now, how did they get the plague? We don't know. But we definitely do know that they got it. I mean, they got ultra Rona. California resident test positive for the plague. First case in the state in 5 years. So that means they had the plague before. Officials think the person was bitten by an infected flea while walking a dog. Wow. I want you to understand. I mean, when y'all dealing with fleas and super rats and stuff over there in California, I mean, only thing that we just doing is just waiting for a giant tsunami or squid. I mean, but California. So what's going on is that California officials, well, now work with me. California officials have confirmed that an individual has tested positive for a case of the plague in the state. The first such case in 5 years. El Dorado County health officials were notified by the California Department of Public Health that a resident in South Lake Tahoe had tested positive for a plague, and that is thought that the person who is an avid walker may have been bitten by an infected flea while walking their dog alongside Tucker River, or is it Truckee? Okay, so it's Trucker River corridor. According to the statement released by the El Dorado County, the patient who tested positive for the plague is currently under the care of a medical professional and is recovering at their home. All right, so pretty much we have it where somebody has the plague, and I had to go see for myself. So looking at this stuff, California, first off, California has a giant rat problem. If you didn't know that, California has a rat problem. How bad is it? We can look up the news, dude. Like, they are known for their super bill that allows California to apply for swamp rat eradication funding passes House. They literally have to pass a bill to fight super swamp rats because rats are so bad in California that they are literally spreading the bubonic plague. I mean, let's go ahead and look at this video, because honestly, and I don't want people thinking California that I'm jocking on them. So first off, the plague is caused by a bacteria called Yersinia pestis, which is transmitted by fleas. The disease dates back to the Middle Ages, back to the black plague and everything, when it killed millions in Europe before the age of antibiotics. Okay. Let's see what else they got. Infected fleas spread the infection between animals, humans, and get the plague through direct contact in infected animals or fleas. The plague was first introduced in the U.S. in 1900 by rat-infested steamships. The plague refers most commonly to the bubonic plague. So I guess we all know who got the black plague, the bubonic plague, and just a plague of death in the name of Jesus, it will be California. So California, we just got to let you go, dog. We can just give California to Mexico or something, because honestly, everybody like to think California's rich, bro. But I don't know how they're rich, and they got plagues of rats, dogs, hyenas, and everything else living there. I mean, they got movies, but honestly, we don't need them anymore. We got other places we could do movies at, which causes fever, chills, weaknesses, headache, followed by very painful and swollen lymph nodes. The next thing that goes on is that, well, let's see what else they got. Hang on. That looks like a very, the less common septic plague gets into the blood, causing infection, which triggers syphilis. Oh, man. Which neither the bubonic nor septic plagues are treated. A person's lungs can become infected. Would that be COVID-19? Wait, do y'all think that this has something to do with COVID-19? I don't want to say it does, but, it's just too close, causing the rare phenomenon plague. The plague is a very serious illness, but it's treatable with antibiotics, usually taking 7 to 14 days. Whoa! 7 to 14 days. Hold up. So 7 to 14 days, you can be treated. I got to check that again. So 7 to 14 days. Let me see that again. So the plague is very serious illness, but it's treatable with antibiotics, usually taken for 7 to 14 days. If untreated, people can still die from the plague. So I'm not sure if this has anything to do with COVID, but I'm pretty sure with the homeless problem over there in California, the major trash. I mean, it just looks like Judge Dredd over there, like the last fallen city of the apocalypse. It probably can be treated. Since 2000, between 1 and 17 cases per year have been reported. And I'm just saying have been reported. But do they count the homelessness, prostitution, illegals, pretty much the people living under the bridge, Disneyland, which we all know is disgusting? In 2015, 16 cases were reported in 2016, and there were only 4. All right, so that's people who are reporting this. So we got to take that into account. And literally, that's that. So I want y'all to think about that. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's saying, well, Joe, you can't say that about California. Yes, I can. Yes, I will say that. I can't say that, but I got to be fair. Did you watch, which video did you send me this time? Hang on, let me see. She's sending a lot of videos. All right, so people get the plague every year, just not a lot of people. Time for us to let California go. I'm just saying, let that place go. Well, I ain't too much worried about all of that. So, let's see. The last thing I just need to hit on, and can I do this? I'm just trying to get it done within 30 minutes. Shadowgate. You've been sending me that. Yeah, you've been talking about that. Shadowgate is pretty much the election. Everybody knows the elections are rigged. I mean, everybody knows the elections are rigged. That's literally. I have some white people I can introduce you to. They will love you. They will love you. If y'all like talking about the rigged elections, they will love you. We got one more thing left to do. Let me go ahead and pass this on. The last but not least thing. Shout out to the Owl House. My kids love this show. And I just want to get ahead of everything. Make history with Disney's first bisexual lead character. The Owl House, I'm not going to lie. I've seen it. It's not bad. I'm not going to lie. It's not bad. So I was very open about my intention to put queer kids in the main cast series. Creator Dana Terrett said. So let's look at that. The Disney Channel animated series The Owl House has made history by having Disney's first bisexual lead character, Luz Nokidia. The show's 14-year-old protagonist is a normal teen who goes on a journey to another world to become a witch. Luz has shown she's attracted to male characters in the show, and in two most recent episodes, Enchanting Groom Fright and Wing It Like Witches, a relationship between Luz and the recurring female character Emily is explored. It is revealed that Emily had intentions to ask Luz to groom their world's version of prom, and the two share a dance together. Oh, so she's the first bisexual Disney character? Oh man, Disney, man, you're way ahead of the game. Now, series characters Dana Terrence substantiated viewers' theories are on Twitter that this was indeed a portrayal of an LGBTQ relationship, something that some Disney leaders weren't always keen on having in the show. In development, I was very open about my intentions to put queer kids in the main cast. I am a horrible liar, so sneaking it in would have been hard. Terrence wrote, when we were greenlit, I was told by certain Disney leadership that I could not represent any form of bi or gay relationship on the channel. How? So literally, however, Terrence revealed that she's gotten support from Disney's higher ups. I'm bi. I want to write a bi character, damn it, Terrence tweeted. Luckily, my stubbornness paid off, and now I am very supported by current Disney leadership. So, I would like to ask the question. Is she wrong for doing this? I mean, this kind of is breathtaking to me. Like, to me, I don't really see a big deal. Like, to be honest, to be fair, for Disney, has there ever been a gay character on Disney? Has there ever been a gay character on Disney? Not that I know of. But honestly, the question is this. Do people feel some type of way about there being a bisexual character getting representation? Should they? Should anybody feel some type of way? Because that's like, isn't that like somebody black saying, I want a positive representation of myself? I mean, I'm just asking, seriously, if you're asking for a proper representation of yourself, Genie was gay. How was Genie gay? Was he really? Wait, the seven. Are y'all sure the seven? When were the Seven Doors gay? And Genie? Is it because they dressed up like a female, but Genie wore dressed up like a woman? Now, but we're talking about like a lead cartoon character. Because to be fair, a lead cartoon character would have been Aladdin. Aladdin would have been bisexual. He would have liked Jafar and Jasmine, or it would have been like, no, I don't think. So by right, they've never had a actual bisexual lead character or somebody who's open about that. And the thing about it is, but like I said, I don't partake in everything, but I'm not too much worried because I understand that the world is very much so changing, and I just live in it. So, I mean, if you're gay, you're gay. Um, if you're gay, you're gay. Um, so, can you honestly change that? I mean, trying to tell people, here's the issue: trying to hide stuff from your children or paint a certain narrative without actually breaking down to them only handicaps them when they actually deal with that certain situation. And you might say, well, what do you mean by that? I was always told that gay people are the devil. So, me seeing somebody who was gay, I had a negative hindsight of them. I had to learn how to get over that stigmatism myself. Okay? I had to learn how to get over that because I'm like, so that's like them saying that me as a black person, I'm bad. Watch out for that black person, they steal. Watch out for that Hispanic person, they're illegal. Do you see the personification that we put over people when people want positive representation of themselves? I'm more in a more mature and level space in my life where I'm like, well, why is it wrong for some people to want to actually have a positive narrative about themselves? Why is that wrong? Like, do they not deserve that? Sebastian's not gay. You got to watch the Little Mermaid show. He's not gay. He had a whole family. He just doesn't know. He just doesn't go home. Y'all just naming people. Y'all don't watch some TV. I'm asking y'all. But that's my only thoughts about everything. Besides, literally, when you're going into the workforce world, into the workforce world, I want you to understand you are going to be dealing with people that are coming from different personas, and literally, it's going to be what you make it. So if you can, I mean, telling somebody, hey, I don't want to deal with you because you're gay, that's going to pretty much get you hemmed up. It just is. I mean, you can say that goes against your religion. Then I mean, no offense, but they were always here too. They were always here. So that's just my thought. I'm just a guy, BMT, just giving you the top trending things that literally are happening today. You have the right to like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead and end the show. I know somebody else has another show that they have to do, so I definitely want to make room for that. I got other stuff I'm gonna go do real quick. I'm gonna see you guys later. Peace.